Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week in GTA Online. This week the podium vehicle is the Wagner, which used to be the best supercar in the game, but has since been dethroned by the Embrace and the Krieger. Of course, it is still a very decent little car that you can drive, and if it's free on the wheel and you manage to win it, then definitely give it a spin around the track, as it could still potentially win you some races here and there. In terms of double money this week, there is going to be triple money NRP on Stockpile, aka the mode where you constantly hear the following sound. Beep, 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 beep. That's all you're going to hear, except for one map where the balance is a little bit better. Having said this, it is okay for making some money, but hangars being double cash doesn't really make for anything better. Yes, it's finally a business again, but hangars are arguably the most boring and the worst business you can possibly get. Source missions take an awful long time, and the sale missions don't seem to be making much sense either. So if you're looking to invest into it this week, I would advise against it. Save yourself the headache. No one really likes hangars. There might be a few odd ones out there that do like it. More power to you, but I'm not a fan of it. Speaking of hangars, they are 50% off this week, as well as the following vehicles, because there is 30% off the T20, the Osiris, the Scramjet, the Rocket Voltic, 40% off the Hunter, the Starling, and the Rogue. And once again, there is a free vehicle up for grabs, which is the Ultralight, which is a rather unique vehicle that is worth picking up. It is basically a glider. It's not going to win you any fights against Suppressor Mark IIs, but it could be a little bit fun to drive around if you haven't never done so. And if I'm a personal advice on discounts this week, hangars being 50% off is a good deal if you're trying to store vehicles like a Hunter and a Starling and a Rogue, which are some of the vehicles that were added in the Smuggler's Run, and they do require you to have a hangar. You can get yourself one for a low price of like $600,000 in the one in LSIA, so that might be worth picking up if you're looking to expand your vehicle collection with some of the more unique kind of airplane vehicles. In terms of vehicles, I'd say maybe it's fun to pick up a T20 or an Osiris again for old time's sake. Ironically enough, it was about 5 years ago that the T20 and the Osiris were brought to us inside of GTA Online, so this might be a little bit of a throwback to those 5 years ago when the Osiris and the T20 did come out. Still very fun vehicles to drive. Obviously, they won't win you any races anymore because they've been dethroned a long time ago. And for Twitch Prime this week, at the time of recording, we don't quite know what is going to be on discount, but if I happen to know, I'll leave it in the pinned comment down below. And of course, if you are not yet familiar with Twitch Prime and you want to know more about it, I'll leave an eye in the top right of your screen that will guide you to the video that I have done on that. And if you already are an active Twitch Prime member and you're not yet subscribed to any of your favorite streamers on Twitch, by all means feel free to consider me by clicking the link in the description down below. Premium race for this week is going to be Cutting Corners Lock to Supers. Obviously, the car you want to be using for this one is going to be either the Embrace or the Krieger. And the time trial for this week is going to be Elysian Islands. And the RC time trial is going to be Construction Site 2. And as always, a quick and easy $100,000 for each of them if you manage to beat them. And if you need some help with them, I'll be uploading a guide on them later today. So stay tuned to the channel for that. But with all that said and with all that done, that was it for this one. Thank you all so very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all later.